Good Morning Wilmington is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Good morning, Wilmington. Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington. Wake up, y'all. Come on.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's going on? It's your main man, Big Iv, the talk of the town, and I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Oh my gosh, good morning, Vin. Good morning, Vin. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. So excited to be back in the studio, by the way.
I know. Well, we never left.
I know, that's true. There was just a little, I like to say we just press pause for a second, regroup, come back stronger than ever before.
Most definitely, and the reason for the pause, but all the episodes were still going, was that we relocated. We have a new studio on the third floor of the IMPay building,
Which is so awesome.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It's so beautiful. And congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you.
It's really just a beautiful, beautiful facility. I'm very excited for the development and the growth of DETV.
And you've been there every step of the way.
I feel
That's
like I
right.
have front row seats with the popcorn.
Right. This popcorn.
Eating my popcorn, front
Oh my
row
God.
seats. So what is this popcorn all about?
This is my Father's Day gift.
Oh.
You know, and I'll tell you why. My son, Ivan and I, when we really started really hanging with each other, we would go to the movies and we would get this popcorn. And it's not just regular popcorn. It is kettle corn, like baked in or fried or whatever and loved, right? It is, you want to try? Okay. Yeah. She's
So
like,
for
yeah.
those of you who don't know, I love popcorn.
Do you really?
I love popcorn.
Okay, try that.
Anybody that knows me knows, Vincenzo loves her popcorn.
Try that. Isn't it
Oh,
good?
that's good.
Yes. Yes. It's like $80 a bag at the movie theater. Jesus.
But it's good.
But it's good popcorn. But yeah.
Well, speaking of Father's Day, happy Father's Day
Thank
to
you.
you, Ivan.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming you had a beautiful Father's Day.
I had an amazing Father's Day. I had an amazing Father's Day. I spent majority of my day in New York. I got blindfolded and handcuffed and thrown in the car.
Oh.
Like, we're going to breakfast. And next thing I know, I'm like,
Where am I?
That's exit 8. Where we going? And we went to New York.
Fun.
And went to a place called Doppel. And it makes a 3D print of you, right? It is amazing.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Oh my gosh, it was an amazing time. And then in Manhattan, we just walked around and stopped at little places. Went to Joe's Pizza, grabbed something from Joe's Pizza, and then also went to just had a great time.
Good.
And then got back on the highway and came back home.
I'm glad you enjoyed your weekend and had a beautiful Father's Day. And again, even though we are one day behind, a happy Father's Day to everyone that tunes in.
That's right.
And all the fathers and the soon-to-be fathers. Happy Father's Day. I would love to share a little bit
Go
about
ahead.
my day.
Go ahead.
You know how much I love my dad.
Yes.
You know, right? So it was really beautiful to be able to share that day with him and be together. And what we like to do is we love to go to church. That's
Right.
what actually he likes to do with the family. And
Right.
you know how I love to spend time with family, especially on Sundays.
Yep.
So we went to St. Anthony's Church
Oh, wow.
for the I guess you would say it's more of a special mass that they have here in Wilmington, Delaware at the St. Anthony's Church at the end and the conclusion of the St. Anthony's Italian Festival.
Okay.
And it was really beautiful, really beautiful. And at the end of Mass, they have a procession of saints where we walk the streets with different statues and saints and we honor them. And obviously, every saint and statue obviously has a different meaning.
Okay.
And our family is devoted to San Rocco, Saint Rocky, but San Rocco in Italian. And that is the saint that we say and we pray to if you are sick or have an illness. It's a patron saint of curing illnesses.
Okay.
It's also known to be the patron saint of dogs if you're a dog lover.
Okay.
But mainly it's the patron saint of curing illnesses. So we have a devotion to the saint. So my family and I, along with volunteers and wonderful friends, we all came together and we were walking the streets of Wilmington with this devotion honoring the patron saint of illness and sicknesses to cure. And it was really beautiful to share that I guess you would call it a pilgrimage almost,
Right.
to share that with so many other individuals that were also walking in honor of someone or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
But with my dad, it was really nice to share that day with him.
My man.
Yeah, it was really a beautiful day to celebrate Father's Day. But there was a fun barbecue we went to afterwards that I have to mention.
Oh,
so you
gosh.
met Uncle Bruno, right?
I met Uncle Bruno.
Remember Uncle Bruno
so
from
you was
Brooklyn?
in Brooklyn?
We were not in Brooklyn.
Okay.
We went to Pennsylvania to
Okay.
visit Uncle Andy.
Did I meet Uncle Andy?
You may have. Everybody knows you. The whole family knows you. A shout out to Uncle Andy and his fiancee Tammy.
Okay.
They hosted a beautiful barbecue.
Wow.
An Italian barbecue, which we
I'm not
should
messing with y'all. I'm not
you
messing.
should come to the next one.
You know what?
You should come to the
let me
next
tell you-
Italian barbecue.
Let me tell you something. My first time hanging out with Vincenza and the family was simply amazing. It was, I never in my life, and you can see the look in my face, right? I never partied so hard and ate so much and drank so much and then repeated the same thing
It's an Italian
over
party.
again. I mean, eat. And it's crazy because my homegirl, Aunt Vern, right? She told me, she was like, yo, this is what we do. We eat, drink, dance,
And
repeat.
and then eat again.
And eat, drink, dance.
More eating than
So
anything.
I can only imagine what was happening at that barbecue that was just simply just like a shame. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
I will make sure Uncle Andy and Tammy invite you to the next one.
Okay.
Because they were very excited that I was going to be filming today.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, I gotta leave. I gotta get home. I have to film tomorrow. Oh, you're gonna be on television with Ivan? Good Morning Wilmington. Oh wow. And I said, well, we're gonna mention you. We'll do a shout out.
I wish we had some pictures. Next time you go out, grab some pictures, right? Because I want to make sure that we show. What type of food was at an Italian barbecue?
Everything. You name it, it was there. It just. And then everyone brings food,
Yeah.
so it's a lot. It's beautiful. It's a
Yep.
beautiful thing. But that's a part of the Italian culture that I always like to share with
Yeah.
others that may not understand.
Yeah.
The Italian culture is known for obviously their food,
Yeah.
their delicious cuisine,
Yeah.
and that's something that they treasure. That they believe that food unites the
Yeah,
family.
I agree.
And that's what they believe in. So when when they're making a Sunday dinner, they know that the family will come over and be together.
I love it.
So what is this?
Maddie. This is from Maddie.
Father's Day gift?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
She
Father's
said,
Day. Hey,
you're
hook it
tired.
up.
I know, Dad, I'm tired of scratching your back for you, so knock yourself out.
Scratch my back. Oh,
right?
that feels nice.
Little creepy though, right? little fingers and everything.
That's a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
I love that.
And have you ever, and Catrice gave me this wonderful gift. Have you ever watched, like, on your social media, like, you see people get these pictures and just start crying, you know? So I thought it was fake, right?
Oh.
I was like, it's really fake. You know, they like, you ever seen a Marianne? And it's like, they just start crying, right? And then I get this, right? Like this is what they give me this is what Catrice gives me for Father's Day, right?
Oh.
Like, my son, my father, and me, right? Like, little older.
This is beautiful.
Right, and I like, oh my God, it isn't fake. You do cry.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, Ivan, this is priceless.
But
Gifts like
yes.
this are priceless.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
What is this called? Paint Your Life. Like,
Oh, I love this.
Catrice gave them some portraits,
And
photos,
they
right?
painted.
And they painted a thing because my dad was when he was with Ivan before in the picture. Ivan was much smaller. He was like 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he just painted they painted a picture of him, dad with a little gray hair on his head. I mean,
That's
it's
beautiful.
amazing.
Catrice, you nailed it as
Yeah.
always. I love her attention to details.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
thought. This is a great gift
This
idea.
is a great gift idea.
Really, I love this. This one, priceless.
Yeah. This was on top of the dobble thing. Yeah, it was.
That's going in the new office.
Yep, it's going in the new
popcorn.
with the popcorn.
With the popcorn. Well, we have to definitely do a recap.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you had the chance to tune in last
Oh,
week, but we
jeez.
did a
We're
few
busy.
segments. Oh, yes, off-site.
Busy.
It was a very exciting week. Not only did we have a chance to visit the St. Anthony's Italian Festival here in Wilmington, Delaware. It was the 50th anniversary of the festival and the 100th anniversary of the church.
Right.
So it was definitely a monumental year to attend the Italian Festival. And for those that don't know, the Italian Festival in Wilmington, Delaware is actually a fundraiser that raises funds for not just the church, but more importantly, the St. Anthony's of Padua School.
Yep.
So it was really nice to be able to give them a great highlight segment and feature all the participating vendors. And we had a blast with those vodka water ices.
we just had a blast, period. And it's been, the weather has been amazing.
Yes, right.
So that we did that. We had a huge, and what did you think about being out in the street for
Downtown Farmers Market?
Downtown Farmers Market.
That was so awesome. That was so awesome. So if you haven't had a chance, check out the downtown Farmers Market right up the street from actually where we are right now on Market Street. So it's Market and right
10th, between 9th and 10th and
9th and 10th, right next to Rodney Square.
Yep.
And the hotel, the DuPont building.
Shout out to all the food trucks.
Oh gosh, it was so good. We had a chance to visit so many different food trucks and taste.
Yeah.
We tasted so much food, and it was so good. What was your favorite one?
It was like an Italian
An Italian barbecue.
barbecue.
An Italian barbecue.
It was my favorite. I would have. First of all of them were great.
Yes, they were.
Okay, let's say that all of them were great.
Very, very good.
Dixie's with the barbecue was amazing.
Yes.
Everyone was great in their lane. I'm gonna say it like that. Kapow. Kapow with the chicken with the
vegetables and the kimchi. Excellent. You're right. Very good. Yeah.
Who was your favorite?
Kapow was probably one of my top ones.
Yeah.
I would have to say I really enjoyed their mix of chicken, rice, vegetables. Plus, I love chicken and rice, and it is healthy.
And it was healthy.
It was healthy.
Yeah.
So we were able to enjoy it. But all of the food trucks that were there, so good. I think it was Chef Bill. Was that one of the gentlemen?
Yeah, that was Dixie. That was Dixie. Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was very,
we
very
gotta
good.
go back.
We should go back.
We need to go
back. But guess what? It wasn't the last one. That wasn't the last time they were having the Downtown Farmers Market. They will be having Downtown Farmers Market every single Wednesday, all summer long, all the way, I believe, until October. October. So 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Downtown Farmers Market. Check it out. Every single Wednesday. Shout out to Downtown Vision and the executive committee of Downtown Farmers Market. They were all so great. We had a chance to interview them. Actually, even check out that segment. It was a really great segment. Very informative.
Very informative. And you know what? Then there was another thing that happened this weekend. So it was a couple of things, and we're going to breeze by these real quick. The Juneteenth parade. I was emceeing that.
How was that?
That was awesome. It was going from Rodney Square down to 4th and King Street.
Excellent.
That was super, super exciting right there. You had at the, what was it called, Ty? The Reggae in the Park. Reggae in the Park. I think about 15,000 people showed up at Reggae in the Park. That was amazing.
Great turnout.
Great turnout. Then,
excellent.
At Glasgow Park.
Okay.
Coming up, we have the Jazz Festival starting Wednesday.
Excellent.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And your boy, Big I, will be hosting that with Tina Betts. And
Tina.
Yeah,
I
love Tina. And on tomorrow's episode, I will be sitting down with Tina Betts and the Tony Award nominee, the man behind the music of the Grammys, the Oscars, the Super Bowl, and he will be performing here on New Year's Eve night again.
Really?
Really. It's confirmed. It's done. Adam Blackstone.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be
Such
awesome.
a big deal.
And he's
I don't know. Wait, guys, pause. This is a big deal. Just so you know. Google
deal.
Adam Blackstone.
He's a big deal.
Big deal.
He's a big deal. From Jersey, lives in Delaware. Just amazing guy.
Wow.
Family's great. Everyone is just musically talented. And he's here. He will be here in the building on the plaza tomorrow.
Exciting.
Yeah, and he's performing. He's performing at the Jazz Festival, I believe, Friday night. And also, who's on the ticket is Kelly Price and Raheem Devon. Okay. Man, Miss Tina, you know how to throw a party. Woo! It's not an Italian barbecue, but it's a party.
Good music.
Good music.
Real good music. Not just good. Greatness, actually. We will have greatness in Rodney Square this week here in Wilmington, Delaware. I love all the events that happen.
Yeah. And then we got one more. We got, hey, Dennis, throw up Storm's flyer for me real quick. Boom. Storm and Oliver is having an amazing event for black men, like a black men networking event. You got it then? Is the Meet, Greet, and Networking event, New Destiny Fellowship Church, 906 East 16th Street, Wilmington, Delaware. This event is actually open for the public, hosted by the Apostle Thomas Weeks, Keynote speaker is Eugene Young, my main man. And another keynote speaker is the Olympic bronze medalist John Carlos. And another keynote speaker is Wayne L. Powell, Mount Vernon, New York. Now, if you're not too familiar with the name John Carlos, do you remember the picture of the Olympics when the brother was holding his fist in the air? He was that guy. He would be there. So make sure you're there to check that out.
Norman Oliver, I thought he retired.
And DJ Doc
He's
B.
not retired. He's not retired.
He don't retire.
Right.
Yeah.
I love his tenacity.
Yeah,
I think he has this energy that he continues to just
make it happen.
Make it happen.
And
I love that about him.
And shout out to DJ Doc B. He will be there also doing his thing on the 1s and 2s, and freaking love it. That's July 31st from 5 o'clock to 7. Make sure you check it out again. Dennis went to the flyer so they wouldn't see me eating his popcorn.
He's so funny. And the popcorn's really good. I'm going to sneak a few
All right,
bites.
next up, this show was super.
I'm really excited about this show.
On today's episode, Good Morning Wilmington, we have 3 incredible guests. Ann Cronin from WSFS will be discussing the assistance program for prospective home buyers, including up to $25K we'll tell you about the $25K for down payment and closing costs. I can't wait.
I know. And then obviously our very own Delaware Jazz Artist, Maya Belardo, will share her groundbreaking residency. So excited. The prestigious Bamboo Bar in Bangkok, Thailand, where she's the youngest vocalist in the bar's 75-year history. She's always making history. I love this about her. Can't wait to chat with her. Well, I can't wait to hear about her interview. Plus, don't miss.
Give her a drum roll.
Don't miss the fabulous Miss Delaware USA 2024, Alysa Bainbridge, as she's here to talk about her journey to the crown. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly, federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have our first guest on the plaza is Ann Cronin from WSFS, also we call WSFS, is the Community Reinvestment Reenact Loan Officer. Welcome, Ann.
Hey.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're very excited to have you on our show, and obviously here to talk about all the great resources WSFS is offering. But before we dive into that, I would love to share with our viewers and listeners a little bit more about who you are.
Okay. My name is Ann Cronin, and I've been in the mortgage industry since the mid-1980s. So it's
Seasoned.
my whole career.
Wow.
Nice.
And my goal as the Community Reinvestment Act loan officer with Wilmington Savings Fund Society, also known as WSFS, is to provide all the great programs that are available out in the city of Wilmington and Delaware itself, and to promote home ownership. So
Now, let me ask you this, Marianne, because we like to get to the why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we meet people every day that they just do things because they just feel like it's checking a box. Why does WSFS care so much about home ownership in Delaware?
home ownership is a big responsibility for the bank. We need to reinvest in our community.
Right.
And to promote home ownership also promotes wealth in the community.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is our passion.
All right.
And that is my passion. I work with a lot of first-time home buyers or repeat buyers, but stacking these programs and helping people get into home ownership is the love of my life.
The love of my life. All right, superhero.
Mary,
been
are you
for
from
years.
Delaware?
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Delaware. Where
Yes.
did you go to high school?
Right.
A small school called Temple Christian.
Temple Christian.
It was
Okay.
very small and great school, and I just love Delaware.
Right.
So
We do too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the city has so many great things going on right now. It is outstanding what the city's doing in the
Isn't
community.
it beautiful? And then I know, and then the thing about it is the focus on affordable housing.
Yes.
Right. So let's let's hop right
Okay.
into it. What programs are available that people need to know about today?
Before I get started, I do need to say my NMLS ID number is 497120. That's my nationwide mortgage licensing number.
Okay.
And the big program that I'm here to promote, there's multiple programs, but the big one is the city program.
Okay.
It's the down payment assistance program. It's called First Start Homebuyer Program, and it provides up to $40,000, the $25,000 and a $15,000 to help for down payment and closing cost assistance. And I'm here also to promote the WSFS $10,000 grant.
Wow.
That can be used in addition to the city First Start Homebuyer program.
So basically what you're saying, let me say this for the people in the back, right? You can get, if you're buying a home, you can get up to $50,000 worth of assistance for your first home.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes, there are restrictions when it
Okay.
comes to household income
Okay.
and certain census tracts. But the First Start Homebuyer program the city offers, it just needs to be in the city limits of Wilmington.
Okay.
Okay.
My follow-up question was going to be, what are the requirements to apply for a loan of this caliber?
To reach out to
Okay.
see what my role is to have a conversation with the home buyer, to talk about their household income, which is different than qualifying income.
Okay.
Okay.
And what area are you looking to purchase in? And that way we can see what programs we can use and stack. We can stack the Wilmington program, the WSFS program. We can use it in conjunction with the Delaware State Housing Authority program, which Eugene was in charge of
Right.
before.
Right.
And we promote that highly. They also have two down payment assistance programs with the state that can be used with the city in addition to the WSFS grant.
Wow.
So we can actually stack 3 or 4 products that are available.
Okay, and people need to call you Hal. Reach out to you, Hal, because I know there's people watching right now.
Yes.
Look, I didn't know even know that this was available. And is there a way, or what? How does WSFS ensure that people stay in their homes for this program?
Now, what the city's doing with certain nonprofits, they're buying the homes, renovating the homes, and selling the homes.
Okay.
There are some retention agreements that are linked to the homeownership program that's out there, where the client has to stay in the home for 10 years, and then that's forgiven. Or it's like a soft second mortgage or lien that's forgiven after 10 years.
Yeah.
And that will promote homeownership
Yeah.
as a primary residence.
And not just investors coming in and
Yes,
buying the
correct.
property, right? So you figured out all the
Correct.
barriers and saying, okay, you want to buy a home, we need you to stay in this home, so Wilmington can be that community, that it's work, play, stay.
Yes, and that's the city. First Start Homebuyer does have a retention part, 10-year retention on that portion that's considered for the down payment.
Right.
Marian, is there an age requirement or age
No.
limit for qualifying for this
There's
particular
no
first
age
time?
limit at all.
Okay, then.
So I had a young...
That's good to know.
Yes. I had a client that was in her 80s.
Okay.
purchase a home here
For
in
the
the city.
first time.
Yes.
Excellent. So that's good to know. So for those listening and tuning in, you know, they're probably scared. I feel like
Yeah.
first time home buyers are
It can be intimidating.
It's very intimidating. It's scary, especially now than ever before, more now today than ever before. So the fact that WSFS is offering this support, I like to call it this support, and these resources, it gives a family a chance to breathe for a minute, because it is scary and it is intimidating. Now, with WSFS loan support, I like to call it, are there any other resources that you offer along with the loan?
Yes, we do financial coaching,
Excellent.
home ownership seminars. In fact, Christopher Pitt from Pitt to Pass Development Group, we are planning on doing a series of, you know, what to expect during the process, you know, home ownership itself, and going over what the lenders look at, all these programs, and how we can stack it for the customer to get the maximum, you know, help and assistance that's desperately needed.
What if you don't qualify for the loan? Can you take advantage of those resources still in the educational part
Yes.
of things? That's
Yes.
good to know.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Because
do.
maybe they can't qualify yet, and maybe they, you know, they'll work
Correct.
on it, but they can learn and grow.
And there are many great homeownership counseling agencies here in the city that can assist clients.
And I think a lot of people don't know exactly where they are, right? Do you know a couple offhand that you could just mention?
Yes, there's Interfaith.
Interfaith is a great one.
That's a great one.
Yep.
There's Neighborhood Partners. That's
Neighborhood is a
another
good one,
Is
yeah.
another one. Gladys Spikes.
Yep.
And she's with HOND and Housing Opportunity.
Yep.
So she's another one right here in the city.
Yeah.
But I work with all housing counselors. Neighborhood House.
Yep.
is-
Southbridge.
Yes.
Yep.
So I try to also do homeownership seminars with all of the counseling agencies.
Yeah.
To promote, and I'm on the board with Interfaith on a
Nice.
project.
Nice. Then you can see, Vin, that the city is growing. I think we all can see that the city is growing to amazing leaps and bounds, right? And now, especially with this movement on affordable housing and how banks are now stepping in, and especially shout out to WSFS for being one of the champions here that can bring awareness and programs
Right. And
to the
support.
community and support to the community. That is amazing. Because I met Marianne with my partner Chris Pitt and Pursuit to Own. Shout out to Pursuit to Own. And we're going to have a couple panel discussions and seminars to talk about it, to bring, because we have a whole community on our side of the fence that want, that need this support and
And it's his
information.
birthday today.
And it's his birthday. Shout out to Chris Pitt. Pursuit to Own. Make sure you check him out. Happy
Happy
18th.
birthday.
Happy 18th birthday, old man.
Happy birthday. And Marian, I love that you're here giving this information out to everyone and providing it so that people can look into it. Now, where can they Google? Where can they search? Give us that
They
plug
can
where we
search
can go
me,
to.
Marianne Cronin, my Marianne Cronin at WSFSmortgage.com is my email. And I also have a booklet that I put together for the home buyers. So when they reach out to me, I can send them all of the programs throughout the state of Delaware that we work with and to promote home ownership. And that's my goal, is to just have a discussion. They have multiple ways I can meet them at a local branch.
Okay.
Convenient branch located wherever they are. We can meet face-to-face. They're virtual. I have an office in the Wilmington site, and I'd be more than happy to discuss. But it is a conversation, so I can get a big picture about what you're looking to accomplish, what your comfort level for a mortgage payment is, because that's very important in budgeting, and just have that conversation and get them on the right track to get started.
I love it.
Talk about really good support
Shoot.
from so many
Up to
different angles. That's wonderful.
Up to 50 grand. That can go a long way.
And the educational part of it,
Yeah.
which I think is so valuable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that is, this is something that Ivan and I always talk about on Good Morning Wilmington, about education is key. No
Yes.
matter what topic we're discussing, we always fall back on education and educating. And I always feel that we should start educating the youth about financial
Correct.
stability
Yeah.
I
and
agree.
financing and accounting. I wish there were more, for me, just my personal experience, I wish I had more education when I was much younger, even
It is needed,
even
definitely.
way before high
In
school.
the high school, and we just did teach children to save. WSFS participated in that program, where you teach children how to save, the savings and the importance of savings, or compared to borrowing.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I gave each child a little WSFS piggy bank, you know, and so they can start their savings journey.
A piggy
that.
bank. Remember the piggy bank?
Oh yes,
Yes, they're
who
still out
doesn't
there.
love a good piggy bank?
Yeah, no, it's just funny because remember when we were growing up, right? They had
I had
like
one.
the electric company, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it taught the kids about politics, and it taught the kids about saving and literature, right, and English. And now we don't have that anymore. Not like how we used to. But no, I think what WSFS is doing in our community is amazing. And
Yes.
thank you again, Marianne,
Thank
for
you very
coming
much.
and just
I
to talk about it.
appreciate it.
Because when I met Marianne, I said, "Oh, you got to come talk about this." And she's like, "When, where, how? Well, let's go." You know what I mean? She was ready to go. She's like, "If it's for the community,
It's
I'm
important.
in. I'm
It's
in."
very,
I
very
am out
important.
promoting these products everywhere.
Okay, so I tell you what, that's your camera with the orange tape on it. You got 30 seconds to go ahead and pitch the program.
I would be more than happy to assist anyone seeking the dream of homeownership. Just please reach out to me at Ann Cronin at WSFSmortgage.com or 302-530-1295, and I would happy to have that first discussion. Thank you.
Excellent.
Awesome, Marianne. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
you,
much.
Marianne.
Really appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right, ready to go buy a couple homes?
Ready.
Let's go.
Ready. Well, obviously, we're all about education and inspiring. But speaking of inspiring, our next guest is someone you definitely want to tune in for. But first, we have to take a quick commercial break. So don't go anywhere.
The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program is still accepting applications. Funding is limited. Apply today. This grant program provides up to $50,000 to qualified Delaware families for eligible housing-related expenses, such as future or delinquent mortgage payments, property taxes, homeowners association fees, or water or sewage fees. Over $20 million has already been dispersed statewide. The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program. Visit online or call 888-303-4324 for more information.
I'm asking for 45 more years.
I'm asking for my baby girl.
I'm asking to see it up and running again.
I'm asking for all of us.
1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. Ask about a prostate screening that can detect cancer when it's most treatable, so you can ask for so much more. Visit healthydelaware.org/prostate or call 211 to learn more.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances. And now, I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
You know the why for state-of-the-art fitness centers and amazing pools.
But we're so much more.
The why is where Delawareans improve their health.
Where our communities get stronger.
Where everyone belongs.
It's where we battle chronic disease.
Where cancer survivors restore their mind and body.
And weight loss goals become lifelong habits.
We are the why.
Good for you and good for the community.
Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Obviously, you know I'm really excited about this next
I'm here
guest.
for it.
I know
I'm
you're here for it. I'm here for it too. Please welcome Miss Delaware USA 2024, Alysa Bainbridge. Welcome, Alysa.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Well, first off, I guess we should say an official congratulations from the Good Morning Wilmington team here at DETV for your well-deserving win. Ivan was there to witness it.
First of all,
He was there.
First of all, let me tell you something. I totally was blown out of the water. The gowns, you look fabulous, right?
Thank you.
You did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
That was something that ABC need to pick up. That
thank you, Ivan.
That was amazing. Alysa, how did it feel when they called your name? 'Cause
So good. I mean, just amazing. You know, you kind of black out in that moment, and the rest of the night is a blur, and then people ask you what you were thinking, and I'm like, I really have no idea. I was just going with the flow, and then I got home that night, and I was like, whoa, okay.
It really happened.
That's really on my head.
This is still here. It actually happened.
It really happened.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So it was Ivan's first time attending the Miss Delaware USA, Miss Delaware Teen USA pageant.
First pageant experience.
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah, as long as he's known me and as long as I've been on the show and I talk about it so much.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad
Better
because
late than never.
because she said it's always every year, Ivan, we're doing this. All right, cool. All right, Vin, boom, boom, boom. And I said, you know what? Wait a minute. I'm missing it. I'm not that busy, right? To miss my sister's thing. Let me go. And I went and I was like, what the hell did I walk into? And I'm texting everybody like, you need to see this. And especially when it was you and what's my
Kayla Kosmalski, Miss Delaware Teen USA 2024.
Yes.
My heart just opened up. And I was like, okay, don't cry. You're too big to be crying at a pageant.
No, that's what we do at pageants.
Pageants, that's right.
And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So you came out, you're holding hands with Kayla, they're calling the names.
And they're taking pictures. Everyone's taking pictures with your win.
Yeah.
And there's the beautiful shot of her winning moment.
Yeah. Yes.
Ivan witnessed
Yep.
it.
I was third row. Third row.
Third row seat.
It was so many women that played a part in that. So what's going on? So tell me, because I don't know the pageant world. After that, right? The next 2-3 weeks, was it pandemonium?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I've been calling it a whirlwind, but pandemonium is even better. So, yeah, I go to Miss USA in, I think, about 6 weeks now. So I leave at the end of July.
Okay.
Compete at the beginning of August.
Okay.
So it's happening very, very quickly this year. I won the last weekend in April. So it has been a marathon to prepare for Miss USA, do appearances, get out into the community. So it has been busy, but I like it that way. I like to stay busy and want to do as many appearances as possible and get the word out there.
So with Miss Delaware USA, Delaware Teen, am I saying it right?
So Miss Delaware USA
and
Miss
Kayla.
Kayla's
Teen.
Miss Delaware Teen USA.
Okay,
that's right.
With Miss Delaware, is there a lot of like endorsements or like commercials, or are people calling you like, "Hey, I need you"? Like, come on.
A lot of different things. Commercials would be great. If anyone's watching and wants me in a commercial, I'd love to be in one.
Okay, right.
Just a lot of different things, speaking engagements.
Yeah.
I spoke at a walk with the Delaware Department of Health and Human Services, so I'm sure we'll get into this, but I'm a mental health advocate.
Yeah.
I have a nonprofit organization that works to support people in recovery struggling from mental illness or addiction, so I got to speak at an event for them. I've gotten to go to really fun galas and, meet little kids, visit some of our sponsors. So every day looks different, and I think that's my favorite thing about being a title holder is you never know what you're going to be doing on a given day, and it's all so different and special experiences that you wouldn't have if you weren't in a position like this.
Right, so you mentioned it before. We definitely have to highlight this. Tell us a little bit more about your nonprofit, because I think it's a big component of your journey and who you are.
Absolutely. Well, my true passion, and it's because I've lived it. So I grew up with 2 siblings, an older brother and a little sister, and both of them struggled pretty severely with mental illness. Their stories are very different. So my older brother, Tyler, struggled pretty much his whole life in silence. We didn't really know that there was anything going on with him, unfortunately, until his depression and anxiety led down a path of substance abuse. And he went on to struggle for 6 years with opioid addiction as a result of what we later found out was untreated bipolar disorder. And sadly, we lost him back in 2018 to an opioid overdose.
My condolences.
So it's become my life's mission to uphold not only my brother's legacy, but make sure as many families as possible don't have to experience the same thing. So my family and I started a nonprofit organization called Tyler's Triumph, and now we work to, first of all, educate, go out and tell people about the importance of early mental health intervention, and that's kind of where my sister's story comes into play. I said she also struggled, but she was diagnosed as early as 5, and she was getting treatment and getting help, and she learned how to manage it at such a young age, and she could have easily gone down that same path, but instead she is thriving in college right now, and she's studying to be a school counselor to help other people. So I really hone in on that importance of early intervention, and we educate people about that, and then we help people get that, and we provide financial resources and scholarships to people who are in recovery from mental illness or addiction.
Right, and Ivan, we talk about mental health awareness all the time on the show. We really do, especially not just for females, but for males. And the importance of having the conversation. Not just obviously seeking help, but having the conversation where people are comfortable talking about it. Because I think that is one of the hurdles that people that are struggling and individuals that are struggling with mental health issues is that they feel embarrassed. They're like, oh, I can't tell anyone I'm going through something that's really severe, where we need to talk about it. We need to embrace those that need that support. And I always admire everything that you do, but I admire your tenacity, your strength to use this hard time to turning it into something good and helping others. And thank you for your service, obviously, for the what you're doing with Tyler's Triumph, because that is very important in our community. And we again, going back to mental health and the importance of it, and having the having the resources. And do you offer educational opportunities or resources through the nonprofit?
Yes.
Could you touch on that some more?
Yes. So the main thing that we do is something called the More Than program, and that is a program, a presentation that we copyrighted. Tyler's Triumph has copyrighted, and we take it into schools, community groups, really whoever wants us to come. I've done it at businesses, corporations. Just to talk about mental health and start that conversation. It really is geared toward younger people. I've spoken to kids as young as kindergarten about mental health, and we really start back at the basics. We go back to what is mental health? How do we take care of our mental health? How do we take care of our friends? Where do we get help if we need it? What does that look like? Really just walking you through the process, because it can be really scary and it's not talked about enough. So especially a young person really may not know where to go. So we try to give them those resources and where to go. And then the program always ends with a big anti-stigma message. That's also something that I really work to do, is end the stigma around things like mental illness and addiction, because it still very much exists. And so we created something called the More Than Stigma Pledge. And we have people take these 7 steps to pledge to stand up to that stigma and just be compassionate and talk about mental health in a way that is empathetic and compassionate for people rather than stigmatizing.
I think when I was at the pageant, and you see the gowns and yay, but when and I remember you was talking about mental health, I was like, yo, that's awesome, because this is something that your generation really needs. When we were growing up, it was like people were just suffering with being crazy, and now it has a label to it, and it's true, and we don't know what the younger generation are going to. So what I'm saying is thank you. Thank you for being that advocate and taking that pain and turning it into fuel, and now being on a platform such as big as this, as Miss Delaware USA, that you can now reach and grab the younger people, and say, it's okay. This is how you get through it. So again, thank you for that. I would love to host like a panel discussion with a bunch of kids and her rocking and rolling for TV.
I would love that
love
too.
that.
This is your girl right here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have to say this because we really didn't get a chance to talk about this. She is no stranger to television.
No.
Share a little bit of your experience. Just give us your resume.
She's gonna sit up here like if anybody got a commercial, I mean.
Tell Ivan.
I've been on a couple of times.
So before, I guess you would say outside of pageantry, because obviously pageants, you enjoy participating in. You're no stranger to the stage. share with Ivan and obviously our viewers and listeners about your experience as a TV host.
Oh.
Yeah, so my background is actually in broadcasting and TV. So I went to St. Joe's, studied communications and journalism, St. Joe's in Philly. And I went on to be a TV news reporter down in Rehoboth Beach. And now I still continue to do TV work as a freelancer. I work as a brand spokesperson for a bunch of brands in the area. Have some really exciting career updates coming up that I can't share just yet, but really exciting things. So been on TV a couple times.
A couple of times, right? The modesty.
I really have TV pageants to thank for it, though, because I was a shy kid. I would have never imagined that I'd be sitting here as a guest, let alone hosting a show myself and being on TV. Like that, the concept of that would have been crazy because I hid behind my mom when I was little. And it was really pageants that brought me out of my shell, and I met so many women who were in the TV and broadcasting world, and they inspired me so much, and I got to shadow them, and here I am ending up public speaking for a living, which is crazy, and it's such a testament to what pageantry does for young women.
Well, that's what it does, huh?
It does. I'm here too because of that.
I know. And that's,
I'm like too because of it. And I have a very similar story to Alysa, and I love that you said that. And thank you for mentioning that. For those that may not understand, they may see, oh, just the pretty crown, the sash, the hair, the makeup, the pretty dress. It's so much more than that.
So this is like young lady development. Is it like young lady development?
Yes,
precisely.
Yeah, it is. It's confidence building.
Yeah, man, I see that.
It opens doors, the opportunities, and the friendships we make. And Alysa, and I love that you touched on that. So let's go back to the pageant. You said it earlier, Miss USA. It's coming up.
Yeah.
What have you been doing to prepare?
Super Bowl.
I know it's the Super Bowl of all pageants. So what have you been doing to prepare for Miss USA?
So much, and it's really been fun. I'm having so much fun preparing for Miss USA, even though it's a whirlwind and it's coming quickly. It's just been so much fun, and Vincenzo, of course, you've been so wonderful in making the process so easy for me. But a lot of getting wardrobe together, so I've been meeting with all kinds of designers to design my gown, of course, for Miss USA. We went to New York City to design that. I'm really excited about it. My state costume. So we're working on that, a bunch of fittings for that. Of course, working with walking coaches to make sure we can slay the Miss USA stage. And all kinds of stuff. Interview prep is a really big one behind the scenes too that people don't often understand. A lot of watching the news, keeping up on current events, doing mock interviews. That's a really big portion of it. So really preparing for a pageant, especially one as big as Miss USA, is a full-time job. At least right now, that's my full-time job. Yeah,
yes,
there's always something I'm doing to prepare.
I love it.
So is there any other important information that you wanted to share or mention? Any sponsors or any important tidbits you would like to share with our viewers and listeners?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned sponsors because it's so important that we have them. And a lot of people don't realize that what I do, what you do, none of this would be possible without the sponsors of our pageant. And I've been so lucky to go around and be able to visit a bunch of them and thank a bunch of them in person. And that's been such an important part of this job so far and an important part of what I do as a title holder. So to any sponsors that might be watching, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Just another opportunity to say thank you. And then, of course, watch Miss USA on the CW on August 4th. I'll be out in LA for about 6 days at the end of July, early August. And be sure to follow me on social media at Miss DEUSA. Keep up with all the fun adventures. And finally, if you are an educator or maybe you run a summer camp or something right now, please reach out to me. I'd love to bring the More Than program to your school, your camp, your community event, whatever it is. I want to visit as many places as possible this year and get that message out.
I love it. I love it.
And I have to say thank you and a shout out to DETV, Ivan Thomas, his entire crew, because they have been a huge support system to Alysa Bainbridge, Miss Delaware USA, and Kayla Kozmalski, Miss Delaware Teen USA, in their, I would say, but you're a part of the journey toward the crown. Really, you have been. They were able.
We need y'all to win. We need you to bring it home. We need
y'all. They are working so hard. But thank you and a shout out to Ivan Thomas's team, DETV, because they've been such a great support system and just giving us the resources for the girls to shine. Literally, they are shining.
Mikasa, Sukasa. Me barbecue, you barbecue. Look, whatever you want, you got. I am such a fan of the pageant because I see what you're doing, and I think it's freaking fabulous.
Thank you.
And I heard you for years say it, and I feel such a fool because I didn't help the way that we should have.
You did support from afar.
But we will going forward. We
Thank
will
you.
anyway. Anything you need. I think what you're doing is transforming lives, and I think it's such a superhero characteristic because I'm sitting here watching her, and I'm like, I saw you on stage. I'm like starstruck.
Yeah.
I'm like,
he was the whole
I'm
time.
like, I was blown.
I caught a glimpse of him. I was like, is Ivan here? There's Ivan. And he's like this. He's like,
I was blown away.
He's like,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because he was blown away.
Yeah, blown away.
True.
Man, so can you do this before you get out of here, right? Can you look at that camera and give a message about mental health to someone that is watching, right? This one right here. It's right
This
there.
one right here.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you asked that because every single speech I give at the end of every single More Than program, there is one message that if you get nothing else from it, I want you to know that you are worthy, you are loved, you are so much more than anything you're struggling with, whether it is a diagnosed mental illness or you're just going through a season right now where you're struggling. I want you to know that you're not alone and you are so much more than that, and that does not define you.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all we needed.
Thank you.
Alysa, where's the party at? We're at the victory party.
The victory
We planning
party.
right now.
The victory party. I will let you know about the victory
All
party.
right.
Yes, we're very excited, and Ivan will be there.
Yep.
The whole DETV crew,
Yep.
all of Wilmington, and all of Delaware.
Yeah, we'll be
Right.
there. We'll be
Alysa,
there.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining
Thanks
us, and
for
once
having
again,
me.
thank you for your service. Thank you, for your dedication toward the crown and preparing for Miss USA. Obviously, this is near and dear to me. But again, thank you for joining us and obviously showing Ivan and the world what pageantry truly is and what your purpose is and how you inspire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Woo! Jeez.
Another great show.
No, we got one.
We're not.
Yeah.
I know we're
Go
not.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm excited about the next guest that we're going to be featuring. But again, just to reiterate, visit MissDelawareUSA.com. Check out our Instagram pages to follow Alysa Bainbridge, Miss DEUSA. Tune in. She will be competing for the title of Miss USA. Definitely tune in to follow her journey. And we wish all of the delegates good luck. But more importantly, don't go anywhere because we're taking a quick commercial break because we're returning with the very own Maya Belardo, the voice of an angel, as Ivan likes to say. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it. Met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at DETVCH.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think. I don't know what it is about a person getting their back scratched.
Yeah. I
This is one of the best
love
inventions.
that. Isn't it so nice when someone goes like this? It's comforting. So that was a very good gift from Maddie.
Did you ever see Scary Movie?
Yes.
Right, the guy with the little hand, like little special, little mashed
And
potatoes.
she's like, man, Vincenza and Dad are crazy. Back scratcher.
Right.
Maddie, it was a great thought. Great gift. I love it.
Definitely a great gift.
Oh.
All right. So next up, Delaware's jazz artist Maya Belardo and I had a conversation earlier, and I want to share it with you. So so check it out. She is then in Thailand doing her thing. All right. So check this out, and we'll be right back after this interview with Maya. Maya, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am extremely well, but I am so excited for you. You are doing your thing, girl. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So Maya, I want to just hop on, just get into it. You're the youngest that ever received this residency from the Delaware Division of Arts, and you're now in Thailand. What's it like?
I mean, it's amazing. This is my first time singing internationally. This is my first time in Asia, in Thailand. So it's been really exciting. All new, a lot of firsts. So it's been really exciting, and I'm super thankful and happy to be here.
Now you are singing at the Bamboo Bar, one of the in Mandarin, right?
At the Mandarin Oriental, yeah.
That alone got to be amazing. What's your day-to-day routine like?
So I try to keep myself busy during the day, just because I'm out here by myself, so I don't really have my family and stuff like that. So it's been kind of hard. So I try to do things that I enjoy doing, whether it's taking some time for self-care, like going to get a massage. They have a lot of massage places out here. The massages are great out here. So getting a massage, a spa day, or reading, or going to the gym, or just keeping myself active. I've made lots of friends here, so that's been helpful too, of just hanging out with them or talking to them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I do during the day. Learn music. I've been learning a lot of music because I'm performing at such a high level. I sing 6 nights a week. So coming up with new material and stuff like that. So learning new music, learning jazz standards, which has been, it's been fun, and it's something that needed to happen. There's so many jazz standards out there. So just learning that and having that under my belt, I think has made me stronger, especially as a jazz singer, has made me stronger, and I have more knowledge of that too. So learning new music, and yeah, that's my daily routine.
So how is the audience? Is it really different, or just audience is an audience? They just love great music. How are they appreciating your gift?
The audience, I would say, is I guess a little bit different, because the
How
culture is different. The culture is different. So
Yes.
in the US, people are like, whoa! Out here, they're very polite. They're very scared. Like, hi. They're very quiet. And they do come up to me afterwards, but you can feel that they're like more nervous to speak than in the US. They're like, hey girl. And just very more social in that way. But I mean, the reception has been great. What's been really interesting, and the most, I would say, rewarding about this whole experience, is I've been singing my music out here, and that has gotten the best reception. People are downloading it or telling me requested the song when they've seen me a night before. More people are knowing about the song, so because out here you can do requests and stuff like that. So it's been very sweet seeing on cards like "My Music Free" by Maya Belardo. I'm like, whoa, okay, that's very specific. Thank you. So just people have been more receptive of my music, which has been very interesting to see, and requesting that and wanting to hear that. Just me even saying this is a song that I wrote, they're like, woo, awesome. So Yeah.
All right, come on now. Who doesn't love your music? And that's dope that they're really really loving it themselves. They really want to hear your music because a lot of people when they get over, they want to play covers. But so look, with that, I know that's a good time. Give me one of your most memorable times performing in Asia or performing at the Bamboo Bar.
I would say it's just the connections that I've had with like audience members and like getting to sit and talk to them and hearing there's a lot of people that come to the hotel from all over. So talking to people from Europe, from Africa, from Asia, from all over. So it's interesting hearing. I've been asking a lot of questions being out here, just asking like, how is it living out where you are? And they ask me questions and stuff like that. So being able to have those conversations has been really cool and memorable. Just talking with humans.
So Maya, you said that on Instagram, because I follow you heavy, that you grew a lot. Touch a little bit more on that. How did you grow the artist that we all know and love grow in Thailand?
Well, I've grown in many ways. One, like I said, of learning new music and learning new standards and just really refining the many skills that come within jazz. It's very, very broad and there's lots of factors, whether it's scatting, like improvisation, that's a whole world in itself. So just really refining that and practicing. Also just because I've been mostly out here by myself, just finding my voice and coming out of my shell more because I consider myself an introvert. So just growing in that way of being able to be out here and having those conversations and not being afraid to, just branch out a little bit and yeah, just finding my way, my path and my voice. So.
Maya, so as a young female jazz artist that's breaking crazy barriers, what advice would you give young jazz artists, young musicians, and especially young female jazz artists in this industry?
I would say to just keep going because you don't realize how small the world can be on social media. You never know who's watching or who, because we live in a world of social media, sometimes you might compare yourself to others like, oh, I don't think I get that as many likes or I don't have as many followers. That doesn't matter as long as you continue just putting out what you love and keep doing you, being consistent. Someone is watching. I didn't think I would be contacted to perform in Thailand. So, and that was just me, just being me online and them finding out about me and stuff like that.
And you've done that. So I have a question. You have been the youngest person to receive this award. It's a lovely, amazing award from the Delaware Division of Arts. How do you plan on leveraging that with your music career?
I'm just super thankful. And because of the grant that I received through the Established Artists Award, I'm able to fund my project and putting out more original music. So that's been my goal right now. It's just been creating and using that grant to fund that because there's it is expensive. So I'm just super thankful to be able to just create and not think so much about that and just have fun in the studio and find my sound. So yeah.
I think you found your sound. So I gotta ask you, soon as you touch down, soon as you hit the pavement here in the States, what's next for Maya? What you doing? What's cooking? What's brewing, girl?
So as soon as I come back, well, what's funny, my flight when I come home is on my birthday. So I plan to celebrate a little bit, take some time, take a breather, and get back into the world. I've been in a different world. So getting back into life, being home and with my two cats, I've heard they've been something. So just getting back into that routine. And then I have some things planned for the Coin again, new residency with them and creating and curating some more shows. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, creating more music so that I have a full EP coming soon.
Awesome. Look, I'm going to be the first person in line well, not even line. I'm the first person to download that, to get that. Now, I got to ask you, what is your most significant takeaway from being international, from performing international through this whole experience? And most of all, what do you want to tell your Delaware fans?
Wow. Well, first off, something that I've taken away from this experience is really just trusting myself. And like I said, I've been out here. Really, what I've learned a lot is just finding my voice and just seeing what Maya wants to do and just being myself. So really, that's the takeaway of just trusting myself and being open to exploring and self, just constantly working. And as a human, there's so much room to grow every day. So just constantly just pushing myself to the next level. So that's what I've taken from this. And to say to my fans, hi. I don't know, just thank you for supporting me. I know I'm not the greatest at posting and all that stuff, but I'm learning to get better with that, and I am working on music, so that is coming soon, and I hope that you support that. And I will be back in person in the States and performing around, so I hope you come and support that. And thank you.
So Maya, again, congratulations. Super, super proud of you. And I'm glad that you're representing Delaware and the States for with your amazing gift. All right, so go ahead and do your thing. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I really, really appreciate your time and space. And I'll make sure that everyone in Delaware, really know, you're really killing it over there.
Thank you. I've been representing every night. I tell them I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. Okay? And some people ask, where is that? And I tell them. So I show them. But yeah, so it's been great. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, thank you.
That was an interview that I had with Maya. It was so fun, and it's so I'm so happy for her.
Yes, I am too. It's very exciting.
I mean, Thailand.
Yes, and to watch her career unfold, and we're very proud of her. Yeah. If you haven't had a chance to look up her on Instagram or social media, I mean, just check her out and follow her journey. Yeah. More importantly, listen to her voice.
Right.
It is spectacular. It really is. We've had the chance multiple times to have her perform here on the show in the plaza. Yes, Good Morning Wilmington, and just to witness her journey and the fact that she has this opportunity overseas is just magnificent. Yeah. Really proud of her.
Yeah, she's doing her thing.
So glad you were able to feature her.
Oh God, yeah, it's just a pleasure. It's
the beauty of technology.
Technology, right, right. And speaking of beauty and good music. Ooh, Jazz Festival. Clifford Brown Jazz Festival is happening this Wednesday, starting at, I think it's 5 o'clock. But you need to go to the city's website, City of Wilmington, or City, what is it called, Dennis? City Fest? Cityfest.org, I believe that's what it is. Check that out. Vincenzo, we got to get out of here.
I know. Great show.
We'll see you next week here on Good Morning Wilmington. And make sure you go to Vietnam Bistro. They're cooking up something special this week.
Thank you. Thank you for the plug. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Wilmington. We'll see you soon.